And welcome to another episode of BJ and Coffee. He's Bill, I'm Jim, and shit, I'm not drinking coffee tonight. I haven't had one of these in forever. Coca fucking Cola. I actually, oh my dude, my wife and I were trying to go out and grab dinner tonight because it'd been a long ass day. And like everywhere we went, there was people waiting out the door. I was like, we finally ended up going to a drive-through. We get to Arby's. And I really wanted to pull that TikTok thing and ask for a Pepsi. And if they said they had Coke, I was going to ask for a gram. But I figured that might not go over well. I wanted food at that point, so I wasn't going to fuck around with it.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you.
Oh. Well, anyway, let me get the housekeeping out of the way. And if you are listening to us, you can also watch our ugly mugs on YouTube. Just type in BJ and Coffee in the search bar, and you'll find us pretty easily. We are on Facebook at facebook.com/BJ and Coffee. You can find us on Twitter at coffee_BJ, and you can even reach us by email at bjandcoffee@gmail.com. Bum, bum, bum. So all that taken care of. Oh, what a week it's been. I literally opened up my news feed and no, I'm not talking about Facebook or any other social media. I'm talking like news feed. And first story. Witnesses, pill found in back of Minneapolis squad contained fentanyl, meth, and George Floyd's DNA. We knew this, but okay.
I've been actually keeping up on this whole George Floyd trial crap that's going on right now. I watched a little bit of yesterday's questions from prosecutor. I watched a little bit today of the prosecutor interviewing the BCA from Minneapolis. And I gotta say, I've never seen a poorly ran court system in my life. Anytime the one of the lawyers between the prosecutor or the officer's lawyer, defense, takes and goes ahead and does an objection of something that's being said or evidence that they're trying to prove, I noticed that they take the mics from the live feed that they're doing the live feed on from whatever news department it's being put on.
Mm-hmm.
It goes to a mute. The lawyer that is speaking at the time, if it's either defense or the prosecutor, has to go back over to his desk, put on a headset to talk to the judge.
Is this a virtual thing or are they all in the same room?
I don't know if it's virtual or what is going on. But it to me, it just seems weird. Why can't we hear what the judge is saying on this?
It's possible because it's an objection. They may have to determine whether or not it's, what they're doing with it before they move forward. And that could be one of those court rule deals, but I'm not a lawyer, so I'm not 100% on that.
I'm not either. I mean, to me, it looks poorly fucking ran. It really does.
Well,
excuse my language today, but
hey, we live in New York State. You can't get much more poorly run than that.
That's true. But I want to get into this whole racist thing because I noticed on Facebook, BLM activists right now are actually posting all over social media that if not convicted, they plan on looting and rioting and burning down buildings again. Do I smell terrorism?
Yeah, we should be. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I have nothing against. I support freedom of speech. I really do. I'm an American. I support our amendments 110%. But when you go as far as you're going to loot and burn because you're getting your way,
exactly, that's terrorism.
Come on, that becomes now terrorism, and I'm just gonna go out and say it. it's the left that keeps doing this, keeps putting this racist bullshit out there. They just recently did it because of Georgia's new law they just passed on voting. I don't know if you've seen that, Jim, or not.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty much the same laws we have here, actually, in New York State, actually. I did look into it. Obviously, a candidate can't be within so many feet of the voting polls. They cannot solicit. They can solicit, but can't be within so many feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't hand out food or drink, which okay.
Now, the law does state they can hand out It can be bottles of water with the candidate's name on it, but it has to be self-served.
Yep.
Okay, which I agree with. That's fine and dandy. They have a right to do that. Okay.
Well, and here's the thing. I mean, in New York, you can't campaign at a fucking polling spot. So, really, exactly. If this is such a big deal, why hasn't New York been taking the task over? That's my next question.
Well, and that's the other thing I just want to point out too is, okay, so when I went to go vote for president back in November.
Yep.
Okay, and I had spoke up, and I gave the lady my name. I had my mask on. The lady said, "Well, I need you to remove my mask real fast so your picture lines up." Wait. So the picture lines up with your face on your ID.
Yeah.
That is in the computer system. The ID that's in the computer system.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait, is that fraud? Wait, or is that no? Wait, I think that's racist because we're white.
Yeah, well, and that's what I say. It's you need an ID to buy alcohol, tobacco, firearms. You need an ID to be driving. You need an ID. I mean, there's so much out there you need an ID for. It makes absolutely no sense to not require it for voting. Sorry, that's just, and it's not racist.
You need an ID right here for this. This is a BB gun. Yes, it doesn't work. It doesn't fire. Trust me, the pin's out of it. You need an ID when you go to Walmart to buy this.
Yep.
If you look under the age of 18, you have to have an ID. And if you notice, people, how I'm holding it, guess where my finger isn't?
It's not on the trigger.
It's not on the trigger. You want to know why?
Don't look down the barrel.
I already did that.
Oh, Jesus.
Just kidding. Making a joke. You know why I keep my finger off the trigger? Because I know proper safety, people.
Exactly. Oh, Lordy.
But literally the Democrats right now are out there saying, well, it's racist because black people don't have IDs and they don't know how to get IDs.
Wait, who's being racist now?
But I'm quoting of what the Democrats said on this.
Well, I know. That's what I'm saying, though. Who's being racist now? You're saying that you're saying that a disproportionate number of people of a specific race choose or are unable to have ID. I call bullshit on that because I have yet to go to a job. I work part-time towing, and I have yet to go to a job that requires ID with anybody of any race that didn't have some form of photo ID on them, whether it's a local sheriff's ID, a driver's license, a passport, what have you. Because after a certain time of night when we're doing lockouts, we have to verify that the person we're opening the car for is actually the owner of the vehicle or the authorized driver.
Absolutely.
And it don't matter whether you're white, black, brown, red, green, yellow, purple, what the fuck ever. Everybody has to have ID. And it's just that simple. I mean, it's
well, if you drive down the highway, of course, a lot, you see truck drivers,
mm-hmm.
right? How many truck drivers have you seen of color?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I never really paid attention to that.
I actually have, and I've been, believe it or not, I've been seeing a lot more, mixed race driving truck. Okay, let's look at the black community for example. Okay,
ooh, excuse me.
I see a lot more black men out there driving truck now. Okay, well, wait a minute here. To drive a semi, you gotta have a CDL.
Yeah. So you got ID.
So you got an ID. I mean, obviously you don't have to have a CDL if you live in the state of freaking South Dakota. You have to have a driver's license, but it doesn't have to be a CDL.
Oh, nice.
CDL. You got to remember, South Dakota is a freaking huge Republican state, so everything there is open.
Never mind.
You know what I mean.
Is that where Stormy Daniels lives? No, just her legs.
She's banging on top of Mount Rushmore.
Oh God, I don't even want to go down that road right now. Oh Jesus.
But no, I mean, you do. You have to have ID pretty much for everything. I mean, it doesn't matter what it is or what it is you do. Some way, somehow, you have to have an ID. I know a lot of black people that have IDs. They drive cars. They have jobs. You know, they're out there supporting their family. And this race bullshit, it needs to fucking stop.
Well, here's the other thing. The benefit cards now. If you really want to, if people really want to go all the way the hell out on a limb on this, even benefit cards have a photo on them. The only reason I know this is I've seen them at the store before when people are whipping them out. And I'm not judging. I don't give a shit. It's not about race because I see just as many white motherfuckers with them as everybody else. So
you know, the other day I've been watching the Final Four March Madness college games. Of course, none of my team won, but Charles Barkley, former NBA player, superstar, said it perfectly. It doesn't matter what political party you are in. There's not a problem with race in this country. It's these old politicians that have been in the freaking game way too damn long, freaking trying to push the race card to try to fit an agenda.
Mm-hmm.
And he's absolutely right. Because when I look at someone, I don't see someone's color of skin. I look at them as in they're Americans.
Exactly.
And it's not even color of skin. It's sexual orientation. It's, you know, whatever. Okay? Take it one step farther. Transgenders. I don't see him as a transgender. I see him as an American person.
Exactly. And here's the other thing is that, you know, our country does not have a racist problem. Our country has a political media problem because the politicians in the media, I'm sorry, are the ones that keep pushing the race card. Whether it's, you know,
Snapper.
Yeah. Whether it's, you know, division between black and white, whether it's division between everybody else and Asian. You know, it's even locally, those I Am Asian American billboards. If you ever look at who they're actually put up by, it's a political action committee. It's politics, folks. We're not racist. The politicians want us to think everybody else is because that keeps us divided. And what's the old saying? If you have 7 sticks in your hand and you pick up one at a time and break them, they will all break. If you pick up all 7 at the same time, you will have a very different. I mean, some people can break 7 sticks. Don't get me wrong. It's a metaphor. But if you pick up all 7 and try to break them, you're not going to be able to break them. If the people of this country finally got together and realized that 99% of this country doesn't give a rat's ass what other people look like, what other people dress like, who they look, none of that, and actually got together to make changes. Oh God, the government would be scared as fuck of everybody because they couldn't turn them down. I honestly, the best thing this country could do for itself is to enact term limits all the way down. You get 2 terms, period. Have a nice day. Politics is not a fucking career. Bernie Sanders went from lower middle class American to a fucking multimillionaire, and you froze. Son of a bitch. I'm on a good rant and you had a freeze. I'm going to hold that for a second. But anyway, as I was saying, for the rest of y'all, we'll see what happens here. There we go. You missed my rant. I had an awesome rant going and you had a freeze.
Oh, I know. I'm like, what the fuck? Hold on. Let me do that. Are you on pause real fast?
I can pause it. Hang on one second. Folks, we'll be right back with you. And we're back. Oh my God.
I don't know what's going on with this thing, why it's freezing up.
So no, what I was saying is, you know, politics shouldn't be a career. You get 2 terms, you're done. Example, Bernie fucking Sanders. You know, the man was lower middle class American when he started in politics. He's now a multimillionaire after making a career of doing nothing but, politics. You know, if that doesn't explain what the issue with this country is right now, I don't know what the fuck will anymore. I really don't.
Okay, well, Bernie Sanders, not just Bernie Sanders, but AOC right now. She's been in there now, I think, how long has it been? Like 3 years? You know what she was first? A bartender.
Yep. I mean, granted, American Dream go from she assumed office in January of 2019. So she's been in for 2 years.
Can we get rid of her already?
We got 2 more years to go.
Ugh. The problem is she's going to get right back in there again because of her followers on fucking Twitter.
People also ask, does AOC have a boyfriend? Yes, she does.
Does her hand count?
How old is she? She's 31. Who is her boyfriend? Riley Roberts.
We don't give a shit.
What country is she from? She's American.
She's an American.
Oh,
She's a dumb American.
what brand? I can't even. Oh my god! I'm just going down the Google. Google says people also ask, because I said when was she elected, but people also ask what Google says. Is AOC a Chinese company? What brand is AOC TV? Where are AOC monitors manufactured? I can't. Sorry. It just made me laugh,
I don't understand how she's still in freaking Senate when she does nothing but lie.
She's a politician. That's what they're expected to do. Don't you watch local politics?
Yeah, I've been trying to stay out of that.
Dude, it has been a very difficult thing for me to not open my mouth locally because it's I can't. I just can't.
Tell you what's going on here is just yeah, well, put it this way: we have a trustee that's kind of just like freaking AOC. We'll say that.
Mm-hmm. The
probably just as dumb too, if not dumber.
Yeah.
That's not mentioning. I'm not mentioning any names. I don't want to get in trouble.
I've never. Unfortunately, our local politics is really a good microcosm for the national level because the Democrats have decided to try and beat the mayor at his own game, where he proposed a budget with a 1.7% lowering of taxes. They're trying to beat him with a 2.25% lowering, but in order to do so, they are cutting out street and sidewalk maintenance, snow plowing budget, the pool, and raises for the non-union employees. That's how they're doing it.
But yet, $30,000 grant added for the Solve youth center.
Yep. Which I don't know. I'm of two minds on it because honestly, the youth center is a great resource in this community. I think we do need to do what we can to try and keep it around. But
wait a minute. Hold on. These same Democratic trustees also want to take and not help out the Little League.
True. That's because the Little League is not in bed with them, politically speaking. Oh, did I say it out loud? Shame on me.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, I've been really well behaved lately, so something's going to pop out sooner or later.
I've been behaved myself lately, and I'll tell you, man, I usually go on CNY or CNN's Facebook page, and I love going after liberals with facts because they sit there and God, they're so dumb.
Oh,
these Biden supporters, I'm telling you, I don't know what's worse, Biden himself or his supporters.
I had a discussion earlier today about natural immunity when it comes to viruses. Now, here's the thing. Immunity is a spectrum. It goes from full immunity to a given virus to no immunity to a given virus, that nothing will help. That's just the science of it. That's really that's breaking it down as far as I can. You have people that will never be affected by a certain virus, And that same virus, other people, you can give them a shot every 6 months, and they're going to get it no matter what. It's just how it works. That is most people fall somewhere in the middle. A prime example is I can't think of the name of it now, but the virus that causes chickenpox. I never had chickenpox. I don't have the antibodies in my body for chickenpox. I have been exposed to it more fucking times over. I worked as an EMT for 24 years. I was exposed to it a lot over those years. Never, knock on wood, quietly so the dogs don't get crazy, never got it. Never once got it. Knock on wood again. And and yet, so my doctor and I talked about it because we were talking about whether or not I should get because I knew I had never gotten it as a kid. So she's like, well, maybe we should talk about doing the vaccine for it. And I was like, well, let's look into it. And then she did some blood work, and she said that what was interesting is that I didn't have the antibodies for it, but when they did further testing, it turns out I am one of those weird, like 0.5% of the population that has a natural immunity to it. Which, yay, but by the same token, that's just how it works. And people are like, oh, it must be some magical world you live in with Puff the Magic Dragon. And I'm like, I just sitting there, I just want to bang my head on the computer. That's why I'm like, nope, time to go to TikTok. I'm done with Facebook. My wife was like, why do you spend so much time on TikTok and not on Facebook? I said, because it doesn't stress me out. It actually makes me laugh.
Exactly, because the funny jokes on there are hilarious.
Oh my God. It's just, there's so much more positive. I mean, my feed is mostly 99% positive stuff and fun stuff and jokes and dogs. Scottish word of the day, which is freaking hysterical. There's just a bunch of that. And it's just so much more fun to kill time with than going through Facebook and reading willful ignorance all the time. That just gets old as hell.
Yeah, I haven't, like I said, I mean, I've been on Facebook, but I haven't gone after any liberals lately that are just crazy and nuts and don't look at facts before they shoot their mouth off and think that Biden's doing a great job in office. Are you kidding me? The guy can't even walk up a flight of stairs to the freaking Air Force One. But yeah, he's doing a great job in office.
He's also done more executive orders in the past 2 months than Trump did in 4 years.
Absolutely.
Which that concerns me because executive orders mean exactly jack shit once the 4 years is up.
Absolutely, because guess what? The next president can come in there and just do away with all his stuff.
Yes, which is exactly what Trump did with a lot of stuff from Obama. That's the whole point, is that executive orders are worth about as much as the paper they're written on, if that.
Exactly.
What the fuck do I know?
Yeah, we're not rich politicians.
No, I don't know if I would want to be. I have no desire to be a politician.
I mean, I watched a thing today about the Republicans doing a press conference today that just came back from the border, and they even spoke up and said that they actually came back, had a meeting with the directors of Homeland Security and Border Patrol.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of funny when Border Patrol and Homeland Security are even saying there is a crisis and a surge at the border.
Mm-hmm.
That's an issue.
And
they're even saying that these families are bringing in something like, I don't know, COVID-19.
Yep.
They've arrested people that aren't even from, any of those countries that are right there on that border. They've arrested I believe it was a Ukraine who was on the FBI's most wanted list for terrorism. So that kind of, makes you kind of wonder, why do we want a border open? It makes you wonder, why does Biden want to actually make better gun laws? Because, there's been 3 mass shootings now in 3 weeks.
Yeah, when we went 4 years with. Actually, you know what? I'm going to see how many we had. Hang on. How many mass shootings occurred from 2016 to 2020. Oops. Okay. Okay, maybe I'm wrong on that. You know what? I'm wrong on that. I will openly admit I was wrong because so far in 21, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We had in 2020, 1, 2, 3, 4. We had 6 in all of 2020. 2019, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 18 in 2019. 2018, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 in 2018. 2017, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 in 2017. And in 2016, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 in 2016. So it looks like 17 was the banner year. Now, mind you, these listings include like some of these are times when only like 1 or 2 or like 2 or 3 people were shot. So it really depends on your definition of a mass shooting, to be honest with you. That's why I'm starting to look at this now.
My idea of mass shooting is like 10 or more.
I'm thinking, at least, 5 or more, but, it's like 2020. Okay. A man shot 6 people at a bowling alley, killing 3 of them. 8 people were hospitalized with non-life-threatening injuries after a person opened fire at the mall. 2 people were killed and 14 injured after a shooting at a party. A shooting at a block party left 1 dead and 22 injured. 5 people were killed. 4 members of a family were killed and 1 was injured after a teenager fired at his family. I mean, an officer was shot. 2 suspects were killed along with 3 other civilians. So 4. 3 people were killed, 8 were injured. 2 suspects robbed a jewelry store. 2 people died. 10 people were shot, 4 fatally. 2 people were killed and 3 others injured. Overnight block party, 5 people killed and 4 wounded. 8 people killed, 7 people and 20. Okay, I mean, like I said, it really, if you got to get into the numbers on this because that's where it's going to make a difference.
Yeah, I'm looking for numbers now. I can't remember the name of the site that I went to.
I'm actually on Wikipedia, believe it or not.
Are you?
Which I know can be hit or miss, but for things like this, they're usually pretty solid because they, let's see. Definition. There are varying definitions of them. Actually, here we go. There are varying definitions of a mass shooting, listed roughly from most broad to most restrictive. Most broad. Stanford MSA Data Project. 3 or more shot in 1 incident at 1 location at roughly the same time, excluding organized crime, as well as gang-related and drug-related shootings. The Mass Shooting Tracker, 4 or more shot in 1 incident at 1 location at roughly the same time. Gun Violence Archive / Vox, 4 or more shot in 1 incident, excluding the perpetrator, at 1 location at roughly the same time. Mother Jones. 3 or more shot and killed in one incident, excluding the perpetrator, at a public place, excluding gang-related killings. The Washington Post. 4 or more shot and killed in one incident, excluding the perpetrator, at a public place, excluding gang-related killings. Now, here's the best one. The Congressional Research Service. So this is your federal government, folks. This is how they define a mass shooting. 4 or more shot and killed in one incident, excluding the perpetrators, at a public place, excluding gang-related killings, acts carried out that were inspired by criminal profit and terrorism. So, actually, I'm going to pull up that one just for shits and giggles. Where can I find them? It's the Wikipedia. Ooh, sorry about that. I really don't drink soda very often, so this is really kicking my butt tonight. Okay.
Ooh, I got numbers.
LOC.gov/CRS info, Congressional Research Service. Oh, it's got me in the careers. It's Library of Congress. Okay. I don't want careers.
Nope, this is for 2016. I don't want that.
Congressional Research Service. That's what I want. I want to see if I can actually find like numbers that the federal government's using.
That's what I'm looking for right now.
CRS reports. Okay. Mass shooting. Loading results. Please wait. Mass shooting and terrorism. Can mass shooting victims, let's see. I want.
Well, let's see. I think I got something here.
Reports.
Okay, I'll hit okay with it, I guess. Let's see. When was this released? 2019. All right, I got a number of murder victims for guns and different things. So, handguns, 6,398. Firearm type not stated, 3,281. Knives or cutting instruments, 1,476. Other weapons or weapons not stated, 840. Personal weapon, hands, fist, feet, 600. Blunt objects 397, rifles 394, shotguns 200, narcotics 693, fires 81, other guns 45, poison 16, drowning 7, and explosives 3.
Just 3?
Just 3
that they could find parts of. Sorry. I'm sorry. That was bad of me, but
this was a number from 2019 by weapon used. Let's see if they have an updated one. Mass shootings in the U.S. by shooters by rate. Okay, here we go. Let's see what this states. Okay, so this should be interesting. Numbers of mass shootings in the United States between 1982 and March of 2021 by shooters, race, or ethics. Whites, 66. Blacks, 21. Latinos, 10. Asians, 8. Others, 5. Unknown, unclear, 9. Native Americans, 3. Do we have a race problem in America?
No, not really.
Okay, then. Boy, if that doesn't sum it up, I should screenshot this and put this on BJ and Coffee.
You should.
Webpage. Good idea. Screenshot. I'm sure we're probably gonna get fact checked by Facebook for this.
Well, I mean, include a link there.
Well, the link will be on it because it's been screenshotted. Yeah, coffee. Photo. here. There we go. There we go. Let's see. Is there really a race problem in America? Shootings. Not shortings. Fucking phone. From March of 2021. Oops. Continue.
Let's see.
Publish. Let's see if we get fact checked on this, Jim.
We'll find out shortly.
I guaranteed watch freaking Facebook's gonna be like, this is not a legit site. I got that feeling it's coming. Watch.
It'll take a little bit.
Murders in the U.S. Numbers of victims by race. Okay, we looked at mass shootings in the U.S. by shooters by race. Okay, we looked at that. Murders in the U.S. Numbers of victims by race. Okay, and gender. Oh, here we go. This should be interesting. Let's see. What's the year? 2019. Let's see. Total of 13,927. That's just the totals right now. Males was 10,908. Females 2,991. Unknown 28. White 5,787. Males 4,026. Females 1,759. Unknown 2. Blacks 7,484. Males 6,446. Females 1,035. Unknown 3. Other race 422. Males 280. Females 140. Unknown 2. Let's see. Hispanic and Latino 2,193. 1,768. Females were 421. Unknown 0. Non-Hispanic or Latino 8,881. For a total, males were 6,975 and females were 1,900. A total of unknown 6. Total for unknowns 1,808. Males 1,373. Females 427. Unknowns 10. This is from. Hang on. Nope. Phone's being stubborn today. Oh, what's the website on this one? Status. It's pretty much a U.S. based thing, so I'm guessing it's legit. Should we do most dangerous cities by murder rate 2020?
Chicago, number 1.
Let's find out. Mexico. It's Los Cabos, Mexico.
Oh, that's not in the U.S. though.
Nope. This is showing actually. I think this is around the world actually.
Oh, okay.
Oh. St. Louis, Missouri has 65.8.
Really?
They're catching up to Mexico. See more data. Let's see. Let's find all the U.S. Go through all this. And Jesus. Brazil. Maryland. Baltimore, Maryland. 55.5. I wonder why. Jesus, every house has got a boarded up windows. That's not saying much. Michigan, 39.7. That's Detroit, Michigan. Which I'd believe it. And that's the only cities. Oh no, New Orleans. Louisiana, 40.1. Those are the only U.S. cities that are on the top. Makes you kind of wonder, don't it?
Let's see. The most dangerous cities in America, ranked by CBS News.
Oh, God.
Let's see what they had to say.
They're idiots.
Number 1, Detroit, Michigan.
Yes.
Detroit overtook St. Louis as the nation's new most dangerous city. 1,965 incidents per 100,000 residents.
You know, I got to say, though, the reason why, if you think about it, the reason why Detroit City is probably one of the most dangerous cities now, probably in America, is because of the fact that if you think about it, all the jobs there that were in Detroit City are now gone.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Detroit City used to have the biggest car factories in the world, and if you look at a lot of these factories are completely abolished and empty because they've gotten shut down because they just couldn't keep up with the cost of building cars, you know?
Yep. Well, Democrats keep wanting to make deals with other countries. American workers get fucked by it.
Yep.
Baltimore is number 4 on the list, believe it or not.
Which I believe.
Springfield, Missouri. Number 6 is a tie between Little Rock, Arkansas, Cleveland, Ohio. Number 7, Stockton, California. Number 8, Albuquerque, New Mexico. No, I see. That was number 9, my bad. Number 10 is Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Damn. 11, San Bernardino, California. Number 12 is Oakland, California. Number 13, I honestly never expected to see this. Anchorage, Alaska. I don't know why I didn't expect to see Alaska on this list, but yeah, Anchorage is number 13.
Wow.
Rockford, Illinois, number 14. Nolens, Louisiana, number 15. Wichita, Kansas, number 16. Oh, she looks like a real winner. Sorry, the picture is them leading some lady away. It just looked like a real winner. Lansing, Michigan for number 17. Nashville, Tennessee, number 18. 19, Houston, Texas.
Wow.
I'm not surprised they're a little bit lower on the list, but number 20, Chattanooga, Tennessee. The city saw a 1.2% increase in violent crime between 2018 and 2019. Number 21, Beaumont, Texas. 22 is Peoria, Illinois. 23 is Odessa, Texas. 24 is Lubbock, Texas. 25, Buffalo, New York.
Really?
26 is Tulsa, Oklahoma. 27, Washington, D.C. 28, North Charleston, South Carolina. 29, Dayton, Ohio. 30, Toledo, Ohio. 31, which surprises me. I thought it would be much farther up on the list, is Chicago, Illinois. 32, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. 33, Minneapolis, Minnesota. 34 is Springfield, Massachusetts. 35 is Akron, Ohio. 36, New Haven, Connecticut. 37 is Indianapolis, Indiana. 38 is Hartford, Connecticut. 39 is a tie between Vallejo, California, and Cincinnati, Ohio. 41, Greensboro, North Carolina. 42 is Modesto, California. 43, Corpus Christi, Texas. 44 is a tie between Pompano Beach, Florida, and Syracuse, New York. Well, then.
What is Syracuse, New York again?
Number 44 on the list.
Wow, I thought that'd be a little higher than what it was.
I'm a little surprised.
I am too.
46 is Shreveport, Louisiana.
Nah, they believe in knives here.
Yeah. Well, this is actually just based on violent crime reports, not specifically guns. 47, Springfield, Illinois. 48, Columbia, South Carolina. 49, West Palm Beach, Florida. 50, Rochester. Wait a second, we beat out Rochester? Holy fuck. What's wrong with that picture?
Yeah, really? Holy shit. Well, Rochester is a little smaller, too.
Yeah. These are the 50 American cities with the highest rates. Actually, no, Rochester's bigger than we are.
That's still weird.
Yeah. Well, then again, it's the per 100,000 residents, so it evens it out size-wise.
Damn. But just remember, people, guns actually don't kill people. It's the people using the gun.
Half the time they miss.
I don't.
I said they. Because I'll tell you.
But I also never killed anybody either.
When if we're not busy sitting at work towing, we have a scanner going in the background, listen to it. How many times I hear somebody shot in the buttock, in the leg, in the arm, non-life threatening injuries. I'm like, but anyway, I just,
Some people are just, ooh, what's this? Oh, I don't even know if I want to read this. It's from Syracuse.com.
No, you don't.
It's Biden to announce gun control measures, new head of ETF.
Yep. I read that. Actually, I perused it. They didn't say a whole lot. Oh, this list was actually updated on November 9th of 2020. So this list isn't all that old.
November 2020, yeah. So actually,
it's only 5 months old.
Yeah. It's not that old.
So, lay down. Oh.
Trying to see what else I can find for stories real fast.
Oh. GOP governor clashes with Tucker Carlson over veto of bill to block trans youth health care. Let's see. Hang on, I got to read this real quick.
Actually, she didn't block it, actually.
What's that?
She didn't block it. I watched the interview with her the other day. She told them to take the proposal back, and she felt it wasn't finished. She wasn't signing it until she got what she wanted in it. She wanted the only thing she wanted to block was the transgenders from playing in the sport from.
No, I think you're on a different one because this is a male.
Oh, no, the one which state are you on?
Arkansas.
Oh, Arkansas. No, I'm thinking of South Dakota. South Dakota did the transgender when they were going to ban the transgenders in sports.
Mm-hmm.
They originally South Dakota Senate put all sports. She only wanted it changed to K through 12.
Yep.
She didn't want colleges put in there. She didn't want.
And here's the thing, though. Let me just bring some science into this for a second.
No,
As somebody who is well versed in what is involved with a youth transitioning gender, any properly transitioned youth, and let's take the male to female because that's the one everybody's all up in arms about. The Caitlyn Jenners of the youth. The youth had fuck it, never mind. That's not going to work out. Is that if they are transitioning pre-puberty, which would be, middle school, high school, beginning of high school, then they are on testosterone blockers, which means their bodies don't develop the muscle bulk that somebody who's not on them would. It technically puts them on 100% equal footing with any female athlete. And if you want to talk about saying female athletes are frail and tiny, A, WNBA, B, Venus and Serena Williams, period. And if my mic wasn't in the stand right now, I would drop that fucker. Because it just makes no sense. It's right up there with the argument, oh, they're going to abuse our daughters in the restroom. No, they want nothing to do with your fucking daughters. And the thing is, woosah.
Yeah, get all fired up.
Yeah, I'm trying not to. Because this is one of the things I get going on, and people just piss me the fuck off. People should know better. And it's like, y'all aren't following the science on this at all. There is a shit ton of science. All you got to do is look for it. But what the fuck do I know? More than most of these motherfuckers out there. And yeah.
That's
a hell of a lot more.
That's what I tell liberals. Be like, well, where do you get your information from? It's called I research it. Maybe you should try it.
Mm-hmm. I read something other than the fucking media.
Yeah, it's called I don't listen to everything that fucking CNN tells me.
I don't listen to any of them. I don't listen to Fox. I don't listen to CNN. I don't listen to MSNBC. Fuck all of them. CBS, ABC, fuck them all. Because none of them are news stations anymore. They're all opinion stations.
Absolutely. I've been saying that now for how long now, Jim?
Yeah, I know. You're welcome. Oh, shit.
Bill's right on something for once.
It happens once in a while.
Yeah, it does.
You know what? Let me go over to science for a minute here because I got to change this around a bit. Let's see.
Ooh. Eric Church announces 4 dates, including fall concerts in upstate New York. I love this man. Like, not like that. Don't even go there.
I didn't say a word.
Don't even go there.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit the selfie stick in a hard way here because the NASA Perseverance rover on Mars snaps an epic selfie with the Ingenuity helicopter as a guest star. So the Mars rover took a selfie of itself and the helicopter sitting on Mars. Let's see. The image highlights the rover, which is still looking pretty clean after touching down in mid-February, and the small experimental helicopter Ingenuity. The chopper is preparing to make its first test flight no sooner than Sunday. Dude, we're going to have something flying on a whole different fucking planet. That is so freaking cool. That it just like blows my mind that we have a fucking helicopter on another planet that's going to be flying somewhere. I'm just like, oh, that's so cool. That is so fucking cool. Oh my God. They are currently sitting in Jezero crater. And let's see. Yeah, I mean, it's damn. That's so cool. That, like, to me is like super cool. Yeah. We're on fucking Mars. Now I'm gonna have to go watch The Martian again tonight.
I might have to go see a concert. Key Center Bank in Buffalo on September 25th at 8 p.m. Eric Church.
Is there anything good in the health news?
Probably not. All about COVID.
Um,
Get your vaccines.
yep. I have yet to find a story that isn't about COVID.
They're all about COVID. COVID. Vaccine. Get your vaccine.
No.
I am not getting something that has not been thoroughly tested. Idiots.
Well, now what's interesting is that on the tech side of things, the information coming out about this whole vaccine passport app business, it's basically IBM is flat out saying it's not going to work. And if IBM says it's not going to work, I'm pretty damn sure going to trust those guys because honestly, they know a hell of a lot about technology.
The other problem is with this whole passport is some people forgot about the whole HIPAA law.
Yes and no. All that passport accesses is whether or not you've had a negative test or the vaccine.
Well, let me ask you this. How does that work for, say, someone like me who's tested positive in the past for COVID and now doesn't show any signs of COVID?
You have to have a negative test on it first. Well, it only shows negative tests.
That's kind of screwed up because it should be able to show that, okay, I had COVID back in, if it's right what the health department tells us.
Oh, they don't consider having COVID giving you any type of immunity now.
The health department's still telling us every other thing.
I know. But the government thinks that doesn't give you immunity no matter what the health department, the CDC, or the WHO says.
I am so over this COVID bullshit. None of them know what the fuck they're doing. I don't even think Dr. Fauci even thinks he knows what the fuck he's doing.
I swear to God, the man's guessing while he's throwing a dart at the dartboard blindfolded. And that's not even being disrespectful. It's just I really think that everybody's out of their fucking depth on this one. I'm not saying I have a better understanding by any stretch of the imagination, but I think a lot of these people are way out of their depth.
Yeah, because I mean, if you go back and look at Texas opened everything up in what has it been, like 4 weeks now, almost a month now? And their numbers have literally dropped like you wouldn't believe. They've opened things up. There's no mask mandate anymore in the state of Texas, and their numbers have gone down. Mississippi's the same way. Why is that?
Yep. So I found a COVID story you can appreciate, Bill.
Oh boy.
Prostitutes in the city of Belo Horizonte in southeast Brazil have gone on strike for a week, demanding to be included in the group of frontline workers receiving priority coronavirus vaccines. Thousands of sex workers in the city have been forced by pandemic-related closures of hotels where they rented rooms to sell their services to solicit for clients on the street, they say. We are in the front line moving the economy, and we are at risk. The president of the Association of Prostitutes and Minister, I can't pronounce that, told AFP, we need to get vaccinated. Hookers ain't hooking.
Apparently.
I got nothing on this one. I
don't either. My computer froze up there for a minute too.
I mean, honestly, and it's not even being a slam on prostitutes by any stretch. I realize that part of it is a cultural difference because they view it very differently than we do here locally. But I'm just like, I saw that and I was like, Brazil prostitutes strike for first line COVID shots.
Oh my God. So Jim, you know where I work, obviously.
Yep.
Yeah, you've been over that way, over by where all the prostitution happens and shit like that.
Yep.
So the other day, my wife was taking me to work because, of course, my truck's still on the road because of fucking DMV, and I don't even want to get into that discussion. New York State sucks ass. That's all I'm going to say.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, we walk into literally the Speedway that's there, which is, if anyone's not familiar with Speedway, they're kind of like test stations or the what they call sheets in Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Well,
my wife and I walk in there, and here's these 3 skinny girls. Of course, they're all dressed like prostitutes. Of course, the area that we're in is known as Prostitute City.
mm-hmm.
So the 3 girls in there, and there's like one black guy walking behind them. My first reaction, what do you think it was?
Boing.
No, they were butt ugly, dude. Ugh. Literally, I spoke up, and I looked at my wife, and they walked right in front of me, and I spoke up, and I said, because the black guy was walking behind him and talking to him at the same time.
Yep.
I literally spoke up and looked at my wife, and I said it out loud, and I said, "Pimpin' ain't easy."
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
I wish I literally had TikTok running at that exact moment.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. There's times where I'm telling you right now, even like my coworkers, they're fucking, some of the things they come out with is just funny as shit.
Oh,
We
yeah.
have a little, my one of my coworkers, he's one of the sales rep, and he's in his, I want to say, what do you say, 71, 72? And him and I are always busting each other's balls back and forth. And I always sit there and I look at him and I'm like, okay, I know you're having a fucking old Biden moment. Because he would forget where he put something. And I'm like, look, Biden, come on, get it together. Let's go. So he'd look at me and freaking, act like, he's fucking lost and shit like that. Well, today I looked at him and he goes, I can't find that freaking paper I just freaking gave you. Maybe that's because I just picked that order and I put it on my truck. So it's sitting on the counter out there in the freaking warehouse. I said, come on, Biden, get with it. So he starts doing this thing where he's like looking around and he's like, what was I supposed to do? And he goes, oh, that's right, I got a cabinet meeting. So he literally goes to his freaking, he's got 2 desks in his office. And his other desk in the office has got like cabinets over it.
Yep.
He literally stuck his head in the cabinets, and I'm like, what the hell are you doing? He's like, I'm having a cabinet meeting with my cabinets. I busted a fucking right there.
Oh,
I couldn't breathe. I was laughing so freaking out. I'm like, God damn Biden. I was like, you had to been there to freaking see exactly what he was doing. But it was,
I can imagine, but yeah.
I'm like, I should have got fucking TikTok rolling right at that point because it would have been hilarious. It's just like, I'm literally thinking about doing a TikTok video. This is no lie. So they just did an interview with Hunter Biden, Joe Biden's son.
Yep.
And he was talking about, how he married his brother's ex-wife and widowed wife, I should say. And how all this other shit, he had a kid with a stripper and how he became addicted to crack and cocaine. And he spoke up and he said in the interview, he goes, the one thing is my addiction was so bad that I was actually literally snorting smoking Parmesan cheese.
Jesus.
And I'm thinking of literally going out, making a TikTok video and open up my refrigerator and be like, hey, hon, when was Hunter Biden here last? And she'd probably be like, well, I don't think so. Why? Be like, well, I think he left his drugs in my refrigerator.
Oh, Jesus.
Put a label on. I was going to actually do that tonight on the freaking show tonight. I was going to actually put a label on the actual Pepperzon freaking bottle and be like, Hunter Biden's drugs.
Oh, Lordy.
But I was like, nah, I don't want to get fucking muted.
Let's see.
I'm still trying to figure out how the hell you smoke fucking Parmesan cheese.
I have no idea. Although, as an interesting side note, a number of years ago, I read a really interesting article on a study done that shows that the caseins in the cheese actually stimulate the same receptor sites as hard drugs like coke and crack and so forth. So when people ask me why my chicken tenders are so good, it's because I put crack in them. Well, it's Parmesan cheese, but it has the same reaction.
Just tell them, be like, next time just be like, oh, Hunter Biden sauce in there.
Yes.
I put Hunter Biden's go-go juice.
Yes. Oh, Lordy.
I'm telling you, that was probably the best story I think I ever saw in my life of an interview. Because I'm like, who the hell comes up with this goddamn shit? Never mind, I figured it out.
Oh, I think we've covered most everything there is to cover right about now.
Yeah, I gotta go see if Hunter Biden's Gojo juice is in my fridge still.
Yeah. Me, I'm going to let the dogs out, take a shower, and take my happy ass to bed after I medicate because it's legal now.
Yeah, you can have 3 ounces.
Yeah. I ain't
You
got
can
3
actually-
ounces.
You just can't actually cross state line yet.
No, but that's a federal issue. And, maybe Biden will get off his ass and deal with that one of these days. But, instead of everything else that does need to be dealt with. But anyway, so we thank everybody for listening or watching. We appreciate it. This has been your weekly dose of a little bit of common sense on what's going on in the world. Again, you can find us on most of your podcast outlets. We are on Facebook at facebook.com/BJ and Coffee. YouTube, just search BJ and Coffee. You'll find us there. And you can get us on Twitter at coffee_BJ. And you can email us at bjandcoffee@gmail.com. I think I covered it all. So I guess that, to finish the wrap up, just take a minute and try being kind to one another. We're all kind of going through it right now with all this bullshit. So be kind. You never know when it might help somebody out and make a difference in their life. So,
absolutely. Bill? You know what? And still, like I've always said, at BJ and Coffee, we support our Second Amendment.
Yes, we do. So I'll let you do your end of the wrap up.
You know what, everyone? Have a great week.
And we will see you guys next week.
Yes, we will.